Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Red Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tolzien. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room, it's Tolzien. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Balls and fired complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So Oklahoma State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Might be looking to run. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to tack one more on their score. They score for the big... Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. On the move, it's Roy. Smashes through. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this.
The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Running back goes in motion. They want to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cornelius. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Quarterback will keep it. And they swarm him under. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, just keeps firing. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to...
He's loose. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On the option. Now the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Roy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. fires to the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous.
There. Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. An impressive run from the back gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on...
Picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move to his left. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on. Or to this gargantuan lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
On third down, going up top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Get set. Get set.
He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Fires toward the end zone.
it.